So today I'm reacting to Sleep Token Dangerous. And I'm thinking about that word dangerous, which reminds me of my childhood on how many times I think I escaped death. Okay. And I'm not exaggerating that. I might have gotten chased by a pit bull maybe 15, 20 times in my childhood. Because if you're just roaming different neighborhoods, a lot of times you'll see a loose dog with no owner, no leash, and it'll just start charging at you, and you don't know. I'm always assuming that the dog bites, especially if it's running at me and it doesn't know me. So I became very accustomed to being able to jump on the nearest fence, on top of the closest car, or climb the nearest tree to not get mauled by a dog. Okay, my younger brother actually got a hole bitten through his hand from a German Shepherd that he didn't know. So that's like why a lot of people have fear of dogs sometimes. I don't. I love dogs. But I just thought about all the dangerous scenarios I was in. Even back when we used to climb on top of random garages and we'd climb on top of them and we would hang out at the top of these garages, sometimes smoke cigarettes. I don't even smoke cigarettes, but when I was a kid, I was a pretty badass kid. So we would smoke cigarettes on top of garages, and then we would jump off the garage and land and stick the landing. You know, I have a kid, I have a son. If he jumped off a garage, I think both of his knees would break. I don't know what they were putting in the food back then, but that's a thing we used to do. We used to jump off the top of garages and land in the grass. We used to jump from garage to garage when they were close enough in proximity to, and by we, I mean me and my brothers and sometimes my friends in Cleveland. And we would jump from one garage to another garage. And I remember this one time we jumped on top of this garage and it caved in while we were on top of it and we fell through it. And luckily none of us were hurt that I can remember. But one thing I do remember was it was in their backyard and it was fenced in. It was a large fence. And we were freaking out because we were trying to escape before the owners came out and see what we did. You know, like I said, we were wild back then. And we were leaving out of that backyard trying to figure out how to get out of there. And all of a sudden, this big ass Rottweiler that we didn't know was back there was slowly coming up on us. Then it got loud and I cleared the gate like Michael Johnson. Okay, I jumped over that gate so quick. My other brother jumped. But my third brother didn't have the best of luck with the dog. The dog actually caught him, and he was the youngest of us, actually. He might have been maybe 5, 7. I can't remember. We were young. And I don't even think we were supposed to be in that neighborhood. But in the 90s, 80s, whenever this was, you could go across town. There were no cell phones. You just had to be back in the house before the street lights were on. So we would be all over Cleveland, everywhere. And this big ass dog that looks like it eats children is on top of my brother. And I'm the oldest, so this is not my proudest moment. I'm the oldest of the two. And my middle brother, who is safe with me on the other side of the fence, while my young brother he has a dog by his neck, and he's trying to keep the dog from biting him. The dog is trying to tear his face off, and my other brother gets on his knees and starts praying and starts crying, and I slap the hell out of him and tell him, we got to save our brother. What the hell are you praying for? Whatever. And I was trying to get him to go over first because it was a big ass dog. Okay. Like I said, it's not my proudest moment. And he's like, I'm not going over there. And my brother's screaming and yelling, save me. And he has a speech impediment. So he sounds like a Jamaican, even though we're not Jamaican. So he's screaming real loud like a Jamaican because the dog is trying to tear his face off. Get the dog off of me. Yeah. He's screaming. And my brother gets back on his knees. He starts crying again. All of a sudden we hear, and my younger brother had picked up a brick. I told you we were bad kids. And slapped the dog in the face with a brick. And the next thing I know, he's chasing the dog around the backyard. Okay, we're trying to say, hey, jump the gate while you got a chance. But at this time, he had kind of lost it. This brother is now still wild. He's in jail now that I think of it. But anyways, we were in some dangerous times when I was a kid. He ended up beating the hell out of that dog, and we survived. Our mother didn't even know that happened. That type of thing. And I have a million crazy things like that happened in my childhood. And I'm thinking like, man, we had a dangerous childhood. But the title of the song is called Dangerous from Sleep Token. So it had me thinking about that. But anyways, I told you guys that story just because I felt like it. But we're going to see what this song is about. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. Let's go. I kind of messed it up right there. Let's see.
I wish I could have known that look in your eyes would echo in mine and go back out of my mind across the line. When was the last time I felt like this? Dark desire and tainted place. It's like you're dangerous to
reviewed this one. I don't know if I talked about it on Patreon or not, but I guess this is worth a revisit since we're already here. Dangerous. So far, I think his voice is what stands out the most to me in the first minute. Love the vocals laid out for this. If it's keeping up with the Sleep Token theme in terms of switching up the vibe drastically every segment and making it just as dope as the last, I'm here for it. All right.
You've got me talking in my sleep as if you're conquering my dreams. You have awakened what's beneath again. But I thought I could resist you. Something in me just cannot but insist to blur the lines just one last time. So when's the last time you tasted blood? Or what would it take to stem the
This is really fly. I love the writing in this one for the lyrics. He's really smooth, can tell he's a big R&B fan by some of the runs I hear and some of just the overall swagger of this record. So I love I have a love-hate relationship with this type of format because sometimes I want these songs to be longer because I really be vibing out. Even the other one, I want them all to be individual tracks because that's how good they are. But it's like a sample of each record for me. But this is their art. This is the way that they express themselves, and I love it. Sleep Token is it's dope, man.
my sleep as if you're conquering my dreams. You have awakened what's beneath again.
It's got that angelic texture to it, where they go off in the sky here.
Thought I could resist you. Something in me just can't help but insist to blur the lines just one last time. So when's the last time you tasted blood, or what would it take to stem the fire? And I am caught in time, like clockwork beneath the permafrost. I'm gonna lose my mind.
The beat is dope.
Back to back with oblivion. Would you mind breathe that burning breeze through paradise for me? It's like you're
Sheesh, chills. These guys are amazing. Didn't want the song to end though.
back with oblivion. Would you mind breathe that burning breeze through paradise for me? It's like you're dangerous to me. Notice every time we meet, I feel
Chills. My gosh, the drumming here is just, oh my gosh. These chords. Oh man. I can tell you before the video ends that this is a 10 out of 10 record. Okay, this is just pure bliss. The drums, the guitar, the vocals, the melodies, everything. The atmosphere of this record. It takes you places.
Won't you show me how to dance forever?
I gotta let you breathe, okay? Because if you listen to music the way I do, your brain is tingling right now.
Won't you show me how to dance forever?
You guys don't understand how different it is for me to listen to this type of music. You know, I grew up like a big Rockefeller fan. I listened to like Beanie Siegel, Memphis Bleak, Jay-Z, and then pretty much East Coast rap in general. I didn't listen to a whole lot of things outside of the genre. Every once in a while, something would snatch my attention that I couldn't help but recognize. And I had a pretty large library of that sprinkled from different genres here and there, but I mainly stayed in the R&B segment and hip hop part. So this is like me stepping way out of my box in terms of enjoying music like this. You know, I would have thought that this was some cornball type music back when I was in high school, you know. Sleep Token, man. These guys are legendary. So I'm pretty sure I'll probably review this on Patreon and talked about this record. I don't remember what I said. All right. But I remember hearing their song. So this one's for YouTube, and to give you guys an update on how I feel about this band. And I think that they're one of the best bands doing it, especially if you're someone who doesn't typically listen to this type of music. I think that Sleep Token's a good band to get started with because, it's so subjective. Some people don't like this type of music at all. They only like real instruments, and they don't like a lot of different stuff in their music. They like it simple and plain. Everybody's different. But, and me, I listen to, I think, most of the genres, even some industrial metal I can get into. So, I don't know. I'm just talking. But this was a great request. I am feeling the Sleep Token rabbit hole. I hope you guys are. Is this a song that you guys would you put this in your top 5? In the moment, it feels like a top 5 record, but they're very consistent at putting out heat. Okay. And today it feels like a top 5 song for me. I loved it. If you guys like the reaction, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, hit that notification bell. What would you like to see next on the channel? Let me know in the comment section. What is your favorite part of this song? Okay. For me, I'm asking a question. I don't even know what my favorite part is. I would say, like always, I love the songwriting. I love the vibe of this. I love, I can't key in on the drums, the vocals, or anything. It's just, it's the entire piece. Everything is just done masterfully. That word's kicking my ass. Everything's done well. All right. Very well. But if you guys want to support the show, you can buy me a coffee in the link below. It goes right back into the channel and allows me to do what I do here today. So thank you to all the Buy Me a Coffee supporters that have left kind words and suggestions of what you think I should check out next. And also my Patreon subscribers as well. Thank you guys. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.